Our vision was not to climb Mount Everest, but our vision was, who are we going to be while we're climbing Mount Everest? It was the people vision. Because if you don't have the people stuff together, then it's going to be really hard to get to where you want to go. There's a great saying often attributed to Peter Drucker that says, poor culture will eat great strategy for breakfast, and it will consume tools and technology by lunch. So you can have all the best stuff in the world, but if you can't work together as a team, it's pretty much useless. You got to manage change. Change is the only constant. No 2 days are ever alike. If you're doing things in 2018 the same way you did them in 2017, you're getting left behind because the world has changed. You always have to be adaptable. You have to be agile to work in this changing environment. And you got to be personally accountable. I very much believe that if you are successful, you've created that success. And if you've failed, you've also created that failure. You've played a part in that. But not everybody believes this. There are people on Mount Everest that year who said, I didn't get the summit because of the military. I didn't get the summit because of government. I didn't get the summit because of the Olympics. But you know what? I was there too. And I got to the top. It didn't have anything to do with those things. It was all about how you responded to those things. What happens on Mount Everest is that people have got this singular goal to get to the summit. And they do everything right to get there. They focus on teamwork, communication, trust, safety systems. They do everything right. And it takes them a long, long time and a lot of hard work. And they're standing on the summit, the highest point on the planet. And they're thinking to themselves, whew, that was pretty tough. But everything else from here on in is easy street. I'm on top of the world. And then they're going down and they're not really paying attention to teamwork and leadership and communication, all these things. And they make mistakes. They die on the way down. We see this happening within organizations who want to achieve a certain level of market share. They want to put out a certain product or service, and they work really hard to get there. But once they get there, they figure they've got it all figured out. And they just keep on doing what they do. Everything will be okay. But the world around them changes, and they don't notice the change, and they go into a decline. So ultimately, nothing fails like success. And then you have to build in time for reflection. If you don't have time for reflection, you don't know if you need to course correct. Sometimes what happens is we get someplace at the end of the year, and you kind of look around and you think, how the heck did I get here? I took a wrong turn someplace, but I don't really know where. But if you build in time for reflection, every now and then you can say, am I doing what I need to be doing? Am I going on the path I need to go? So we set aside one meeting once a week for 30 minutes. We didn't talk about climbing strategies or mountain conditions. We just talked about us. We held up our vision and we said, are we being who we said we were going to be? Are we doing what we said we were going to do?